I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the RSI Constellation Phoenix, and we're starting right now.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Welcome to a Star Citizenship Buyer's Guide. What's up, citizens? This is SubliminaL here, and today we'll be discussing the features, functions, and benefits of the RSI Constellation Phoenix and compare those features amongst competing ships so you can make an informed buying decision. We'll cover a brief overview, review stat comparisons, go over weapons, discuss components, take a tour of the ship, review pros and cons, and finish up with my thoughts on the ship being reviewed. The images you'll be seeing are of the Emerald edition of the Phoenix, offered during St. Patrick's Day of 2018 and 2019. It is the same with an exception of the exterior skin. If this is our first time meeting, be sure to check out some of my other reviews in this series and consider subscribing. Now let's get to it. The Constellation Phoenix is the luxury version of the Constellation series. It includes a hidden sensor dampened area for your most precious cargo. It also comes with a Lynx rover and Kruger Intergalactic P-72 Archimedes, neither of which are flight ready as of Alpha 3.4. However, as for now, you get the Ursa rover and the P-52 Merlin as loaners. The Phoenix is manufactured by RSI. RSI is a multinational corporation that designs, manufactures, and sells spaceships, vehicles, ship components, and spacesuits. It is one of the oldest modern human space corporations that stretches all the way back to when mankind first stepped into the stars. The Phoenix is one of 4 constellation variants. The Andromeda, Taurus, and Aquila are also available. Check the description for the status of my reviews on those. The Connie Phoenix is currently flight ready. It is not currently available to purchase on the Pledge store. When it was available, it sold for $350 and on average sells for $383 on the gray market. It is currently available as of Alpha 3.4 for purchase at the New Deal in Lorville for a little over 6 million Alpha UEC. With that out of the way, let's see how it compares to other ships you might be considering. For comparison, I have selected the following 10 ships. The Google Sheets document with the data is linked in the description. If this is your first time here, check the description for an explanation on how I select and compare ships. The Phoenix comes in at around 275,000 kilograms. It has a max crew size of 5, has a cargo capacity of 80 SCU. It has over 25,000 hit points across its body. The Constellation series does not excel here. Or with its shield capacity of just over 12,000 hit points of damage. The Connies are tied at the bottom of this list. Has a sustained DPS of almost 2,300 and a burst DPS of almost 6,900. They do okay in this metric. Has a combined missile payload of just over 14,000. Not so good here, but this is what you give up to live in luxury. It has a fuel capacity of 30,000 fuel units. It has a max yaw pitch rate of 25 degrees per second. Has an SCM speed of 190 meters per second. This is pretty good. It has a top speed of 910 meters per second, and it takes about 24 seconds to reach that top speed. Its quantum drive has a 47 megameter per second quantum speed, so travel from Port Olisar to Hurston will take you about 11 minutes and 25 seconds. This is the worst by far. However, it makes up for it with its QT range of 309 gigameters, by far the best currently in the game. So it can travel from Port Olisar to Hurston 9.7 times before needing to refuel. And finally, leaving Hurston's atmosphere will take you about 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's talk about its firepower. The Phoenix packs 4 size 5 hardpoints with 1 Veripuck S5 gimbal mount each. These hold 1 size 4 OmniSky 12 laser autocannons each. One OmniSky 12 has 1080 energy damage with 39 RPM for a total of 702 DPS and a 5,000 meter range. For your information, 2 of these size 5 gimbals can be replaced with 2 size 5 fixed weapons. It has 2 manned turrets, one at the top and the bottom. These turrets come with 2 size 2 DR model XJ2s each. One model XJ2 has 205 distortion damage with 295 RPM for a total of 1,008 DPS and a 1,700 meter range. For missiles, the Phoenix has 4 proprietary missile racks with 7 Marksman 1s each. Marksman 1s are size 1, are infrared, have 502 mixed damage, have a 1.23 second lock time, and a 2,800 meter lock range. This is a total of 28 missiles. Now for the components. The standard components available on the Phoenix are as follows. It has 2 size 2 Frost Star EX coolers that provide 100 max cooling per second. It has two size 2 Daybreak power plants with over 4,000 max power generation per second. It has two size 2 5 MA Chiamali shield generators with over 6,076 shield capacity. And last but not least, we have one size 1 EOS quantum drive with a 47 megameter per second speed and a 10-second cooldown. Let's take a look at the interior. We'll enter into the cargo hold. The Phoenix has a cargo hold big enough to practically fit an Ursa rover, 2 Tumbrel Cyclones, 2 Dragonflies or Noxes, or 80 SCU in the rear. Let's head towards the elevator. We'll go towards the rear of the ship first. In this hallway, we have 2 shield generators. In this room at the rear, we have access to the P-72 Archimedes that is not currently functional in Alpha 3.4. We are in Section D. Let's head back to Section C. To our right, we have a room with what is rumored to be a hot tub. Let me know your thoughts on this. In this room, we also have 2 shield generators. Behind us, we have a master bedroom. Moving on, we have a cool fish tank. Next, we have a boardroom table with 6 chairs. We have a bar, a first-class style seating area. Down this hallway, we have 2 small bedrooms. Before leaving Section C, we have an illuminated Phoenix logo. Entering into Section B, or the crew quarters, we have 4 bunk beds to log out in. Fun fact, these will also function as ejection pods in the future. A crew mess with a pop-up table. An elevator with an airlock. To our right, we have a functional but not persistent gun rack, 5 crew lockers, some safety equipment, and a head. Moving on to Section A, or the bridge, we have access to the bottom turret. As well as access to the top turret. A co-pilot seat with 1 MFD. An assistant to the co-pilot seat with 1 MFD. And a pilot seat with a whopping 7 MFDs. Notice the poor visibility due to the struts. I would say its pros are a decent missile capacity large enough to keep small enemy fighters on edge during a large battle. Large cargo capacity big enough to fit some of your toys. Size 4 Omnisky laser autocannons that can be removed and put on some light fighters with size 4 hardpoints like the 325A. Its quantum range is massive, so you'll never need to think about refilling it. And room for all of your friends to travel in style. Some other honorable mentions are the snub and rover, as well as a hidden sensor dampened area for cargo that will be beneficial in the future. Its cons are its shield capacity of just over 12. Some, especially if it is to compete with the 600i. I've heard rumors that the Connie series will have a lot more defense once armor is a thing in the game. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Its missile capacity may be good, however, its missile payload is subpar due to the fact that all of those missiles are size 1. Its visibility is limited in the cockpit due to the struts. and its QT range may be good, however, its speed is terrible for a ship that size. You may not get there on time, but you'll get there in style. I think the Constellation Phoenix is a really cool ship. It's beautiful and has lots of pros. However, some of those pros have caveats. Best QT range, but terrible speed. Tons of missiles, but they're only size 1. I think this is another awesome ship that will be better in the future, but doesn't have much use today. When you buy one of these, you'll tell your friends, they'll come over and role play, making some drinks at the bar and relax in the fancy chairs. But once that subsides, what will you have that other Connie variants don't have? Let me know in the comments what you think. The next ship in my review series will be the 325A. Now calm down, calm down. I want to review this ship now because I recently purchased it and I think it will be one of my favorite fighter ships. Reviewing it now will give me the insight needed to properly compare it when I get access to it in the PTU. I would like to know your thoughts on it, as well as the Constellation Phoenix, down in the comments. Did you like this review? Like it. Subscribe by clicking the round circle here. Check out some of my other reviews in this series here, and comment what ship you'd like to see featured in the next episode of A Star Citizen Ship Buyer's Guide. Until next time, citizens, I'll see you in the verse.